Welcome to TheoTRADE. This is Don Kaufman. It's August 23rd, 2023. Just about an hour after the cash close here on this Wednesday afternoon. It's all about the aftermath of Nvidia. Let's get right to it here in this evening's update. Of course, look, there's a lot going on in the marketplace outside of just Nvidia, which, by the way, they just kicked off their conference call, and there's starting to be some turbulent trade inside of Nvidia. Is it going to hold it together? Is it going to fade? This is going to be interesting, right? But there's a lot more than meets the eye. You've got durable goods coming out tomorrow. You've got Jerome Powell on Friday. Oh my, it's just binary event after binary event. If you guys are not familiar with binary events, it's just like chocolate covered hand grenades getting thrown into the marketplace just again and again and again. And they're just catalysts, right? A fuse. And this marketplace, I mean, it is nuts right now. First, we see some just heavy sell side activity. The last couple of weeks pop back to the upside. The only question I've got right now is this most present move in the S&Ps? Are they going to fade it? I mean, that's a wild move to the upside. You know the irony of the move to the upside? It's like a one-day move. It's more vicious than almost anything we've seen to the downside in here. And I can't help but think, initially like, oh, it's a little bit of a, the bearish kind of bounce, what we term like, again, the dead cat bounce in the marketplace. But again, we're going to find out specifically in the next 24 to 48 hours, not only if the, Nasdaq can hold it together, but more specifically the entire S&P, because it is just edgy out there in terms of implied volatility, which I'm going to show you here momentarily. Again, let's first get to work in Nvidia. As I said, the whole afternoon, it's the Nvidia Aftermath, right? And what I mean by that is, look at the move in here, okay? So Nvidia was expecting about a $46 move. Granted, the market closed at like 471. So right this second, if you want to just, all right, freeze the screen, right? 471, do a couple, quick and dirty math over here. So we're up like $40. But the irony is we actually drove literally right to the edge of the expected move. So what changed? The conference call actually kicked off, and now there's some turbulence kind of forming in this marketplace. And that's why, like, I don't know, like, is it going to pull back? Is it going to stay up here? Nvidia's earnings, look, push it aside. Doesn't matter what the numbers are, okay? Everything right now in this marketplace, it's just catalyst after catalyst. Like, you have to look at it as just throwing a match into a pool of gasoline. As I said, it's chocolate-covered hand grenades, okay? Tastes good until they just blow up in your face. And you got to be incredibly careful with all these binary events coming out, because order flow that's positive like this, okay, could be, again, just a wild bid back to the marketplace. I'm going to show you something even more interesting, okay, with that. All right, first and foremost, let's cruise over to the SPX, the mother of all products. Now, I do this every Wednesday. I give you guys like an update, like where are we in terms of expected move? I'm going to tell you exactly where we are. First and foremost, taking a look at the SPX, we are just shy of the upper edge of the expected move. But the SPX, well, it closed with the market, meaning that the SPX only measures it into the cash close. But in after hours, okay, look, we closed basically up like 50 handles. In the after hours, though, we're up even more. Where are we up to? I'll tell you exactly where we're up to. We're up in the after hours, right above, okay, the upper edge of the expected move by just a hair above the upper edge of the expected move. So for those of you that are counting, we're home. We had a big boy expected move this week too. For those of you that do not recall expected move, I always keep this up here on the scratch pad. If you don't recall the expected move, right, we're looking, okay, at a $79 expected move this week. We're already home, and it's Wednesday. And it's one of the critical aspects to, you just got to keep that in mind throughout the course of the week, because now the marketplace has already done, if you will, what it was expecting. And we keep seeing these wild breaches, if you will, of expected move. And this week is no different. We're going to breach the expected move, right? Question is, are we actually going to stay outside of it? If there is a place, okay, to short in this marketplace, it's got to be up here at the upper edge of this expected move. I mean, if there's going to be a place to get short, I'm not saying that we can't crack outside the upper edge of the expected move, and we basically are already. We're only about 10 points or so outside the expected move. But if there's a place to come in short, probability always says we end up inside the expected move, even though we've seen some significant breaches lately. Okay, this bounce just looks a little harsh, a little far, a little too fast. And again, I cannot help but kind of fathom that coming into the durable goods number, which is coming out tomorrow morning. All right, you're going to get jobless claims. Then you're going to have Jerome Powell. Okay, first of all, there was numbers today that were PMI numbers that were not good. Durable goods, okay, can be a real impact to market tomorrow. But the one that's going to be the kicker this week, earlier in the week, I was thinking like Jerome Powell is probably not going to mean all that much. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, if you take a look at the calendar, Jerome Powell is speaking from where? None other than Jackson Hole. Don't worry, okay? All of our taxpayer dollars are paying for him to go to Jackson Hole. Just don't worry about that. And I think he's actually going to be rather aggressive. Okay, markets have gone a little too far, a little too fast. He may actually come out swinging with a discussion, of course, that rates are going to be higher for substantially longer. With that actually being said, okay, does the market agree? Look at the bond market. One of the reasons that a moment ago, I'm talking about the S&Ps and I'm like, it feels too far, too fast, okay? That's not just predicated on the idea that we're hitting the upper edge of the expected move. That's not predicated on the idea, okay, that durable goods might be good or bad. That's a binary thing. I don't know exactly what Jerome Powell is going to say. Again, that's very binary how the marketplace is going to interpret it. But there's one thing I'm going to tell you. Those bonds, okay, that is a bear market rally. That is a bear market rally. You're just telling me we're just going to turn and burn to the upside over here? Huge move to the upside in the bond market. This is what has led me to believe that Jerome Powell, okay, it's going to matter now. It's going to matter because the markets are already trying to be anticipatory as to what he's going to do. We shot to almost 4 points. I missed a decimal over there. We shot up to 4.362 and reversed off of a huge reversal in terms of interest rates. 4.3, it's ridiculous. We reverse off of it. I don't think it's over. Again, I think this marketplace is trying to anticipate a little bit too much, a little far, a little too fast. Okay. Look, I know that people want to look at individual products. You look at stuff like Nvidia, it's up huge after hours. Look at the effect on Meta. Okay. I mean, look, you had energy sector actually down on the trading session. The S&P is up 50 points. Okay. You've had the financials. All right, they were up like 1%. But they've been getting just beaten up. Okay, a 1% rally. It's still, people, it's all tech. It's an all tech world that we're living in right now. And the market caps in Nvidia, they just keep carrying more and more weight. Look, over the next 2 days, keep your hands and feet inside of the vehicles. I told you, I'm going to look for opportunity not only to sell premium outside this expected move, possibly looking for a reversal into Thursday and Friday of this week. Thanks everybody for joining us here at TheoTRADE. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.